to start today's episode. It has like a weird feeling to it. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but I looked over and I was like, okay, I gotta record today's video. And it was a sense of dread just seated over me, which is really weird because in all the episodes we've done, I've never felt that sense to do that for an episode of some sort. I don't know why that feeling ended up happening to me. Well, it probably has a play into the fact that yesterday we I missed an upload for the first time in almost a month. We were doing really good there for uploading every single day. Oh, we're doing really good uploading every single day. And then recently, I was out of town yesterday, so I wasn't able to upload, and I didn't even get home till after midnight last night. So my chance of put an upload out was 0, and I forgot to, and then had to leave, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot an upload. And I was like, you know what? I'll be back at like 10 o'clock, not too bad. And then 12:30 hits, and I'm just getting back to my car to drive home. I'm like, crap, maybe the upload's not here today. And so the time is waning on today. It is about 7-ish as we're recording this one. And I was like, I gotta make this video. And I stopped for a brief second. I was like, you know what? I don't want to make one today. But you gotta force yourself to do things even if you don't like it. Not in like a bad way. Like obviously this could lead to, I guess more burnout on my end. But the way I'm feeling about this is that I need to still push my way through it because I just want to play Minecraft. I think it's mostly because I haven't had enough time to work on any projects in a little while. So that has probably played into this aspect somehow. But I don't know, really weird feeling that I had with it. I figured I would share because yeah, so it's a weird feeling that you get all the time, and especially if you are in this content sphere like I have been. I've been burnt out many times. It's just kind of a thing that happens, and you can't really stop much about it at all. And I don't even know how to describe it because when it's come to my other channel, child as I've called it at this point, I have not. I've went through burnout probably 4 times with the channel, really bad, and it's really hard. It sucks when you do something you really enjoy, and then you're struggling to even upload on Instagram once or twice a day when I was doing 4 times every single day. Like I haven't even fully left the last burnout phase. I'm still technically in it for the Instagram page because I went for like 3 months without posting basically anything, and that kind of just I guess just left it there, and I was like, oh dang. And so, I mean, I'm trying to get better on it. Also, working on YouTube videos will 100% help me in that regard. Oh, geez, that broke a lot quicker. Into that regard, of course. Still, it's burnout is I don't know. It's just something that gets. I know this is it's weird because this is definitely unscripted. Typically, I plan or have a story going into something, and today this was one of those days, I guess, where I didn't really know what we were going to talk about or even have a story. It's just feeling of what happened. I want to hear if anyone's listening what you guys do for burnout because everybody does it in different ways for different things. It really depends on tons of factors to play into it. I can't be quiet. I got sometimes I like I stop. I'm like, yeah, I'll edit it, and then it's like, wait, I don't edit these episodes, so yeah. So we're kind of stuck here with this one. The only time I've edited is if I have to like walk away for an extended amount of time, and it's like, you know what? Maybe I don't need 20 minutes of me staring at the title screen on here. Let's cut that one out. So that's typically the upper echelons of the editing we do here. This is very dangerous. But I live on the edge, okay? You can't stop me living on the edge like this, okay? Yeah, you can't stop me. But yeah, no, we did really good. It was almost a full month we had of uploading. I think it was January 19th to February 13th. So generally like over 3 weeks. I was like 21 to 23 straight days. Of it, too fair, a few of those days were pretty dud. Like literally did a 5 second video one day because I was like, you know what, I want to still upload, get the streak going, which is kind of funny to look back at as I like, well, what was I really doing there? Like that one doesn't really make sense. I don't get that one, but oh well, you do things to look back on them because they're funny. So I at least enjoy that moment thinking back, like, man, I was stupid then. Which is a good thing to do, as we've talked about with like content creation and stuff like that. If you can't look back at your old stuff and be cringing or be like, man, this sucks, then that means you haven't improved. It's even worse when you are making something and you know it sucks, and then other people are like, yeah, it's not that bad, but you're like, like, man, I could have done like 100 times better on this. It's kind of the feeling I got with the last video I uploaded. So I guess we can talk about that now too. I didn't have a thumbnail, so shout out Ibs. Ibs made one. It was very memey, and I was like, crap, this isn't gonna do well. And the video kind of tanked. It didn't even reach. It barely reached triple digits on YouTube, which I mean, it happens. Some things aren't as good as others. Things fall apart. But it sucks when it was the one that you spent more time on working, which I feel like is how things are. Typically, the video you spend more time on will do worse, and the one you spend less time on do better. So yeah, there's nothing really much you can do about that sake. And I'm kind of worried about what I'm gonna do for next week because I have like 5 different videos I could do, and I have not yet committed to the one. I started scripting something earlier. I was thinking on a couple other ones. And it's like, okay, crap. I need to figure out the next video because if I just keep going back and forth on it, I'm not gonna want to commit to one. Which I gotta probably pick tonight which video I'm gonna be doing for this to work on this week and hopefully get some progress on tomorrow. Because the big thing is, I want to try to spend a day. I would love to spend a day knock 2 out. Just to have that, so then I can spend time working on a longer video and be like, okay, well, I still got an upload for this week, so we should be solid. That's at least a point I want to get to. And then I'm going to be doing a big podcast rebrand, so that's in the background right now. I got a logo being commissioned that we are working with. Oh, man. This is the diamond trip, folks. Y'all. Gamers, as I shall call you. Well, this is only gonna be a 2 vein. Oh, we don't got just a 2 vein. We got another 3 vein. Nice. Yeah, dang. That's actually a lot of diamonds for once. Wasn't expecting that. One time you're not really looking for diamonds either. It's all the other times I come down looking for diamonds, I don't find them. But yeah, so hopefully I can get that all sorted and I can get a little bit ahead of pace. I do have a couple ideas for simpler videos I could also make, which could be like for the during the week could possibly work, like on like a Wednesday post it where you just talk about life and play showdown or something like that, which I mean could definitely work. It'd definitely be a very hands off approach to it and just be like, okay, they people just want to hear me talking, so I'll do this. But then you can't take pauses, take breaths, kind of stuff like that, if you get what I mean. So makes that one a bit difficult. 'Cause I had trouble with that when it came to the script jobbing and voiceover, I guess, for the last video I did because I naturally take so many pauses when I talk that they showed up tons and or as me like taking a breath or tons of little things like that. And it's like, man, I really don't do this effectively, which is honestly just a learning thing. You got to get your talking voice settled down, which I figured I would have had from doing this, but then I think about it and I'll hear myself go, stop, take a breath, and continue on. I was like, man, I just naturally do that when I'm talking. I need to fix my talking. Funny enough. So that was, I guess, all really big talking points for today. We've been really mining heavy. It's whenever I don't have a plan, I'm like, okay, we can just go mining because you can't go wrong with it. Most of the time you can at least. So that's typically why so many mining episodes happen. But I mean, today was really good. We got like 6 diamonds, so I will be very happy about it, and we'll mine like 3 more blocks, and if nothing, we are out of here. Oh, I didn't mean like nothing. I meant like if it was like okay, we're good. We can walk back now. Almost cheek myself into like an actually long video, which we don't do that. This is time lock, folks. We spend 12 minutes on a video and we call it a day. So yeah, it's funny how these have gotten shorter the less time I have, which I do worry now that I have dragged myself multiple different ways when it comes to stuff like this. It's like, man, I really need to learn to use my time better because I am not effectively using it well. Which I think that's the problem most people have is we you always see videos about how there's not enough hours in the day or stuff like that. So yeah, so I feel like I don't know. I was kind of thinking of what the title of this one beforehand, and I had a few ideas for it. And now walking down this cave, I think I figure out what I'm gonna do for it. It's funny how little things like that can just ding a light bulb on you for a little for I don't know what I'm saying for ideas and stuff like that. So it could also just be this old beta charm, as we have been stuck in beta 1.1 for many, many years, as we're never leaving for many, many years. I made a plan when to leave 1.1. Man, I do not remember now what I said. I probably said March, realistically. March or May. But we got 6 versions to go through over the course of how many months is that? 23 months? So my math isn't mathing right now, but that's like 3 to 4 months per version. And depending on how big the versions are, probably a little less, a little more. Like the between this and 1.2 should definitely be the smallest gap between updates realistically, and then between 1.7 and 1.8 should be just the largest, just because of it, because the sheer amount of stuff they add. I was gonna think about putting the chest, but our chest room isn't here anymore. We gotta run all the way down to there to put stuff away, which I'm still trying to get used to, but I am a fan of it. Now it gives me more reasons to walk around, which if I did not have enough already with this labyrinth of a base that we have built, I now got a couple more. Got a good amount of cobble. Never ending. This cobblestone is. I'll have these for a millennium. That's a dirt. We definitely got too much. Last thing. Couple of you. And boom. That's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I guess we'll end this one where we started. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.